Hey, Robbie. Hey, Ruby. I don't feel like Christmas music. Hey, Daratol. Thanks for the pets, Daratol. So I'm probably just gonna play Tetris tonight. I almost didn't stream, but I am, so I don't know what else to do. I probably am not being a very good streamer right now. So I don't know if you want to stick around or what, but I'm gonna play some Tetris. And that's about all we're gonna do, unless we find something else to do. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Oh, that's not right. Whoops. Oh well. Wow.
Almost 30 now. D.
Hey, Cammy, thanks for the 29 months. That is almost 30. This is not worth it.
Almost 30. Somewhat.
Hey, Robbie, thanks for the 26 months. That is almost 30 again. Sorry if I'm not chatty, really all that chatty right now. I'm just, all of a sudden my mood tanked tonight. And I don't really know why. Hey Robbie, thanks for the gift sub to Ruby. I don't think I'm doing anything to deserve that, but thank you so much. Actually, I was kind of vibing with that song. I'm just gonna queue up that whole album. Hang on. Actually, I'm gonna queue up this whole artist. Yeah, just play the whole artist. Yeah. My sub goal was just completed. That's cool. I guess the dangerous part about queuing up an artist is that at the end, when it runs out of songs from this artist, it will just start playing whatever it feels like. Well, I guess it's whatever is related to the last song that it played, which means that it might not be cleared to play on Twitch. We'll just watch for it. It'll be okay. Whoops. Yeah, I'm having a bad time here. No. Alright, well, fine, whatever. Whoa, what? Cammy. I don't know why the notification isn't going off. Hang on. Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. Cammy, 20 gift subs. I don't even know. If it worked, but thank you so much. Because it's not doing any of the notifications. It's not doing any of the alerts. I don't know what's up with that. And it hasn't said... There we go. And also it's like, I don't know who it would give all those subs to, but alright. A lot of those names at the end there, I don't know. But hey, whatever. I've gotten random subs from random channels gifted, so it happens. Oh, well, you know what? I just heard a glitch in that audio, and I know why. I just gotta switch a thing. I forgot to do that. But thank you so much, Cammy. You've done more, like, it's like every month you're just gifting subs, and it's like, I don't know how to thank you. Hang on. Oh, weird. It never usually kills the music. Yeah, but yeah, again, thank you so much, Cammy. So maybe I should talk about stuff. I don't know. Tonight's weird. Tonight's weird. I don't know. I feel weird. It's been kind of a depressing sort of week, and not so much what happened on the weekend, but because nothing's really happened on the weekend, but yeah, it's just been a little bit rough. And I almost didn't stream tonight because I was just like, I don't know if I feel like it. Now I'm thankful that I did. But Extra Life. I guess that is the Extra Life sound. It's also the Chaos Emerald get sound. Is it? Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. No, that is the Extra Life sound. I set that up so long ago, I don't remember. I think that's all of them. Thanks again, Cammy. I've been kind of feeling... I kind of been feeling like I've not been really streaming all that well lately. That's kind of part of the reason I guess I was feeling kind of blah about streaming tonight. I'm wondering about maybe switching up the stream schedule. I don't know if Sunday nights are doing it for me anymore. Maybe that's part of the problem. I don't know. My schedule is changing as of like this week. I am actually part-time, going part-time at work. At least we're trying it for like a week or two and seeing how it works. I requested it. It was my request to go part-time. So, and it's just because I needed time. I needed time to work on music, which is the main reason, but also, oh my goodness, that place is just wearing me out. So I figured I can't really afford to quit outright yet, but I figured, I mean, okay, so if I did quit outright, I would be okay for a while because I have a bunch of money saved up, but you know, going part-time is just a little bit more stable because there'd still be income, right? So what that means is I don't know what my energy levels are going to be like during the week. Up until this point, it's been like I get home from work and I really just don't want to do anything. I just want to like lie down because of how, you know, I keep saying that work is stressful, and it is stressful, but it's more anxiety inducing. Like it's more, I mean, it's a different kind of stressful than just, oh, it's a lot of work and I'm very busy. It's very, I've got a lot of anxiety in that place. So yeah, so anyways, hey Quinn. A few weeks ago, I had my quarterly review, and I basically said, hey, I'm wondering, can I go part-time? And then a couple of weeks later, had another meeting, and it was, yep, we're going to try it for a week or two and see how it goes. So we're going to try it for a week or two and see how it goes. I think it's probably going to go fine from their point of view. So here's the thing. I'll be starting at noon, working Tuesday through Friday, starting at noon to 5. And I used to always start at noon. Like before the pandemic, I started at noon. And I work Saturdays then too. We're no longer open Saturdays, so there's no longer a Saturday to work. But I would work from noon to 6, because we were open till 6 back then. I'd work from noon till 6 and then from 10 to 4 on Saturdays, and that was my schedule. And now it's noon to 5, Tuesday through Friday, which is less hours than I've you know, the past 10, 11 years, I've been working more hours than that, but, you know, a lot of that time I didn't have extra revenue coming in. I didn't have the Patreon. I didn't have Twitch or my music, you know? And all those little things are adding up to the point now where it's like, I really want to see if I can make something of all that. And what's interesting is I feel like that's the idea. That's kind of what I want to do. And work knows that. I've told them as much. I've told work that I've currently got a music project that needs my attention. And they know it's a video game, but they don't know any more details than that. I haven't told them, of course I haven't, like, so work, okay, so I should back up a little bit. The reason why work is incredibly anxiety inducing is because I don't really feel safe there being in any way, shape, or form, like, queer. So, that's why I'm always on edge there. I'm always just like, I'm so, and it's like, it's doing like awful things, I think, to my mental health, because I'm so incredibly, like, I separate work and personal life so much that it's two different things, and I feel very fake at work. So that's the backstory, right? So work knows that I've got this video game project and that I want to focus on that. They don't know about Patreon and they don't know about streaming because I would just rather them not know about that. But all they really need to know about is the music side, right? They don't need to know about my photography. They don't need to know about me streaming on Twitch or anything. But music, that's okay for them to know about. Not really any specifics, but that's the one thing I feel like, okay, I've always been into music, right? Like they know that it was like me and a coworker who no longer works for us, but me and one of the few cool people that, you know, that I've worked with over the years at that business, we made an album together like 10 years ago, over 10 years ago. So they know that I've done music and I like to make music. So that was like that was the thing that I was okay. So without mentioning all the other stuff, hey, I've got this project for a video game soundtrack. I really like to focus on that. And yeah, that's basically how I sold it. And yeah, so they were really good about it, and we're going to try it. The idea, I don't really like talking about the actual hopes and dreams of like the larger grand scheme of things, because I feel like I'll get a lot of negativity about it, like, oh, it's, you know, because it's such a long shot. I know it's a long shot, but I also do feel like I'm not just focusing on one thing. There's essentially 3 different things that I'm focusing on, and at the moment, usually it covers rent, right? It doesn't cover everything else, but usually it covers rent, and my rent's not very much, but yeah, so That's where I'm at right now. And I want to focus on music not only because of the video game soundtrack, but because it's, I don't know, it's what I feel is the most legitimate of the stuff that I do. And I don't want to like put down everything else that I do, like photography or streaming or anything, but music just feels like this is actually a thing that I feel like I'm good at and that I put a lot of work into, that has some merit. So, I'm not saying that my photography doesn't have merit, and I'm not saying that streaming doesn't have merit, but I don't know, the music side of things just kind of feels like, to me, it just feels a little bit more, it's easier to sell to other people. But that's like a thing that I want to do. Commercially viable, maybe. Although it's definitely not the most. Uh-oh, my stupid crappy laptop just died. It's definitely not the most money-making thing that I'm doing right now. That's actually the Patreon and photography. Photography's, I make the most money from that. Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's it. But, you know, I feel like I'm doing more than one thing, and that's a good thing. Like, I'm doing more than one thing that I like doing, and that's a good thing. I'm doing 3 things. Music, streaming, and photography. So, that's all to say that my schedule is changing, and I don't know how things are going to look at this point, because obviously I'm still exactly as tired as I was, because I just worked, well, it was a shorter week because it was a holiday on Monday, so I had Tuesday off, but I'm still tired because I was working those hours, so, and it's always been this thing where I've been, on weekends, all my energy is gone, so all I can do is kind of recover from the week. But weekends were also only the only time I could actually work on projects, so it was very difficult for me to actually work on projects, and I started feeling guilty about I haven't updated the Patreon, haven't worked on music for a couple of weeks. And so that was always that has been a struggle. Hey, Delta. Hey, Will. Well, see, yeah, making sure I don't burn myself out. That's kind of why I asked to go part-time. Because I am burnt out. Like, I'm burnt out because of working at a place I really don't want to work at, and what am I doing here? So, yeah, like, that's the whole point of going part-time there, is because I don't want to be there at all, right? But yeah. Oh, the workload is fine. Like, if that was a more accepting place, I would not be in this situation. I probably wouldn't be making music or taking photos, nearly as much. So maybe, I don't know. Like that seems weird to put it that way, but I would probably just be working there, you know? I've screwed up this game. And here's the thing, is that when I was laid off in 2020, I proved to myself that I can be very self-driven. So to be, it doesn't really freak me out that I won't have like a schedule or a task list or anything like that. Like I'm not really motivated by that. I don't need those things to be productive, which is what 2020 proved to me, because when I was laid off, I was super productive. I got so much work done on the album and on a whole bunch of other projects that when I got the call to come back to work, I almost didn't. Like, I almost said no. But at that point, my Patreon was still very, like, it wasn't even it would have been like a year old, and it wasn't bringing in the money that I would need it to bring in. Hadn't released the album, so music wasn't bringing in any money, and I hadn't started streaming at all. I only started streaming after I went back to work after being laid off in 2020. Like, for earnest streaming, like streaming with like this, like streaming with a mic on, and with a very set schedule, Sunday nights, at the very least Sunday nights. So anyways, I'm not promising anything about new schedule or anything like that, but what I would kind of like to do is maybe move to I was just kind of thinking of ideas for the stream and the schedule. I was thinking, depending on energy levels, of course, and all of that, that's kind of the asterisk in this whole conversation. How tired am I going to be? But if it works, maybe doing something like on Thursdays. Because I had this idea a while ago to do 3DO Thursdays. And then maybe still Sunday nights? I don't know. Or maybe I'll move it to Sunday... Maybe Sunday mornings. Mornings, I'm in a way better mood in the morning. At least at this point. So... well, again, we'll see how the new schedule changes everything. So I have no idea how that's going to change everything. So this might not be what happens at all, but yeah. I have streamed in the morning. I streamed one day when I was playing Skyrim a lot. I did stream a Sunday morning once. And I feel like I would be more energetic and I would feel more myself if I streamed when my energy levels were higher. Because like especially right now, I don't want to be talking about all this. I want to be having fun, but I'm just like in the mood right now where it's just like also, I should point out, I was been feeling like physically weird today. Like, I've been having allergies and I woke up kind of dizzy this morning, so it's just been kind of an off day. And, you know, coming at the stream on an off day like this and not really knowing what to stream. It'd be one thing if we were in the middle of a game and that I was enjoying, I'd be like, oh, I'm just going to stream that. And that's easy because I don't need to make a decision about what to stream. But where we've been kind of in between games, I've been bouncing around off of games here and there, and I'm just like, I don't know what I want to play, you know? Tetris is kind of easy to go to, but I don't know. I don't know if that's like, if this is, I always feel like this is like a cop-out when I play Tetris. It's just like, well, I don't know what else to play, so I'm going to play Tetris. So, yeah. That's kind of how I felt today. But I do know that usually there's been a couple of times where I'm just like, nope, this stream's not, I don't want to, and I've cut stream. But usually, if I don't feel like streaming, but I stream anyways, I feel better after. I'm starting to feel better now, and I think that's probably just because I've been talking about all this stuff, you know? It's good just to chat and relax. This kind of stream is fun. That's good. I do want to do more things with regards to... and this is kind of where my lack of certain video game knowledge is kind of hindering me, I think. I feel a little bit inadequate about my video game knowledge, and then I feel like I don't know enough to like stream and to like actually have an audience. Because the stuff I want to stream, I don't know that much about. If I was just streaming games that I know a lot about, it would be Quake and Half-Life, and that's part of the reason why I've been streaming Half-Life a lot lately. It's because it's just comfortable and I know it. Like Quake and Half-Life and... What else? What else did I play in high school? It was like Quake, Half-Life, Quake 3. That's about it. it's a weird situation, Will. Main interest for you is the streamer. I don't know. I guess it's just I'm comparing myself to all the other streamers that I watch, and they all know way more because they were playing video games, especially console games, for their like whole lives. And I didn't. Like, PC gaming in high school, yeah, for sure. Okay, so games that I would know a lot about, or at least a fair amount about. Quake, Quake 3, Half-Life, Half-Life 2, Need for Speed 1, 2, and 3. Old Apogee games. I don't know if I know a lot about them, but I played a ton of them when I was a kid. You know? So I have kind of wanted to do an Apogee stream. The DOS Apogee stream at some point. I know I have in the past, but yeah. You play too much Quake 3, Quake Live? I played so much Quake 3. Saw a couple of times students playing Halo C on school computers back in high school. Yeah, so like when I say we played Quake in high school, I mean we played Quake in high school, like in the school, on the computers in the computer lab. We played Quake and Quake 3. A bunch of people also played StarCraft, but I was never very good at real-time strategy, so I didn't. StarCraft was never my jam. And then around the same time, you know, I did my first 100% of Mario 64. That was in high school when I did that. So Mario 64 is another game that I know a lot about. GoldenEye, I know a lot about on the N64. I mean, now the new Tetris, and the new Tetris, I would say, even before I bought my own cart of the new Tetris, I played this a fair amount in high school on my friend's cart. Yeah, there is a StarCraft. I knew that. I've never played it, but I knew that. It's a StarCraft port on the N64. But yeah, so when I start getting into things that I want to play, but I've never played, I feel kind of like somebody's going to come into chat and start chatting about the game, and it's not going to be backseating or anything. They're just going to be enthusiastic about the game, and I'm going to be like, I don't know yet because I haven't played it, so I can't add to the conversation. And that's like, that feels kind of not great. I'm curious, for Quake, did you play more single player? Oh no, it's multiplayer. Multiplayer all the time. I've played through Quake single player, but the big thing in high school was definitely multiplayer, because we were in the computer lab and we were all networked up together and got all those computers networked over IPX and playing Quake after school in the computer lab with my teacher, by the way, and listening to Metallica. My computer teacher in high school was a big Metallica fan and also loved Quake. No, okay, so I guess I don't want to argue or anything, but I'm just like, I want to just be clear. Like, just chatting streams are one thing, and that's fine because that's just chatting. That doesn't even have to be about video games, right? But if I'm playing the game, I just feel like somebody's gonna come in and then they're gonna be like excited that somebody's playing the game, and this has happened actually. And then I'll be like, yeah, okay, well this is my first playthrough, and I don't know. You know, I don't know all the lore, and I don't like. Which there's an arena FPS anyone can play. What do you mean by that, Delta? I'm just curious because I'm not sure exactly what you mean by that. Oh, something both casual and hardcore can get behind. Yeah, that's a tough one because that's got to have some kind of matchmaking feature built into it, right? It's not like Quake Live ever had that. Quake Champions, I guess, but I can't even get that game to work on my computer. So I don't even know. And it plays very differently. I played it only like a handful of times, and then it doesn't run. I just get a black screen when I try running that game, and that was on my old video card and on my new video card. I don't know what's up with that. So, whatever. I was very, very, very much into. Like, when Overwatch first came out, I was very, very into Overwatch. Now I am sad about Overwatch. You know, the thing about Overwatch is that, so when Overwatch came out, that was in 2016, and I was really into it, and I felt, you know, at the time, I was like, okay, like, I don't know, like people kind of, I don't even know what the current, to quote a word, meta about what people think about Overwatch these days. But I always felt like more than just a game, it was... I'm not talking about like gameplay meta. I'm talking about like what kind of tea do people have with Overwatch and Blizzard these days? Because I mean, I know, you know, everybody knows that Blizzard isn't the company we thought they were, and that's been a few years now that we've known that. So I don't know, but back in 2016 and back in 2017, I felt like, as a queer person, I felt that I was more represented in Overwatch, at least by the characters, maybe not by the player base, but I never interacted with them anyways. You know, there was at least some representation in there. And then everything turned to shit. I never played competitive Overwatch. I couldn't handle it. I was going through a lot of stuff. I'm still going through a lot of stuff, obviously, but at the time it was. At the time in 2017, I had the holy shit gender realization, and so I never could really handle competitive. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing with this game right now. Yeah, I kind of stopped playing. I stopped paying Blizzard for video games after the controversies. I wouldn't say I stopped playing Blizzard games because, I mean, I played the original Diablo on stream, but I've owned that game for over 20 years. So, you know, I think that's fine. I have a hard time, and I've gotten into Overwatch 2 a little bit here and there, but I've never paid for anything since all of that. And as much as I want to play Diablo 4, I don't know if I will. And it was also like playing Overwatch back like 6 years ago, whenever it was. Again, one of the few cool co-workers I have also played Overwatch, and I think he still does. And that's something that we could talk about, you know? But that's kind of like, just overall, those have been my concerns about streaming stuff. I feel like people are going to come into chat and they're going to want to talk about video games, and maybe not even the video game that I'm playing, or maybe it's related, or maybe there's some information, oh, this game is connected to this other game somehow, and I'm just going to be like, okay, like, I'm not going to know. You know? And then I feel like I'm just a poser. I'm just faking it. And maybe it's because the other the streamers that I watch and the streamers that I'm friends with all know so much about video games. When I was, you know, making music and taking photos and learning those crafts, they've just amassed all of this video game knowledge, which, I mean, now they're using on Twitch when they stream. So, I mean, it's not like I haven't ever streamed things that I haven't played before. Like, a lot of the stuff I've never played before. Deus Ex, right? Played through the first 3 Deus Ex games. I've never played those before. Snatcher, I've never played Snatcher before, and Snatcher is now one of my favorites. A lot of the stuff that I play, I haven't played before. But I always have that nagging feeling in the back of my head, so... Maybe I should just tell it to shut up, because it's not helping anything. Snatcher needs a sequel. There's like a remake. There's SD Snatcher, which is it's a different game, but it's the same or similar story. I don't know exactly how similar it is, but it's a it's not a, I guess you would call Snatcher an adventure game. It's not an adventure game. You know what? I just had an idea or a thought that it's probably this is all probably related to how that I'm a perfectionist and I feel like I need to know everything before going into a situation. And that's probably what's causing all this bad brain about streaming. But anyways, yeah, I've been bouncing off of video games lately, ever since I finished, what was it, Portal 2? We've been kind of drifting around. I guess, and then here's another thought. Here's another thought in this whole kind of topic of conversation. I didn't really have issues playing Portal and Portal 2 on stream, even though I'd never played Portal 2 before. And I think it's because I know the genre very well. I know the first person, it's not really a shooter, but it's, you know, it's the same mechanics as a first person shooter. So I kind of know the genre really well. When it comes to games like let's just pick like Chrono Trigger, for example. I've played a fair chunk of Chrono Trigger way back in the day, but it's not a game, it's not a type of game that I know a lot about. So there's a bit of hesitation to dip my toes there into there. I would say I am. I'll say this. I'm very glad that I started streaming, because I probably would never have played Snatcher or Deus Ex or any of the games that I hadn't played. That now that are ranked really high on my list of all-time favorite video games. You know? Snatcher is very high on my list. Deus Ex is very high on my list. Now you want to see me play Chrono Trigger or Octopath Traveler? Chrono Trigger is, like I said, I've played a bunch of it way back in the day. Back when I worked at the video store, we had a copy of Chrono Trigger for rent. And I rented it. Never tried Kenshi. I have not tried that. I don't know what that is. Sandbox RPG RTS thing. The RTS just the mention of RTS kind of throws me off. Oh, okay, so this is actually the last song. So we gotta change the music up. I think this is the song that first played too. This is actually probably my favorite song by the Nouveau. So here's the kind of games that I like. I like first-person shooters for the most. I like boomer shooters. Let's just say that. Like, there's some tactical, like, Deus Ex is a first-person like RPG thing. It's not really a shooter. There is shooting, but it's not a shooter, right? Or I should say there can be shooting. There doesn't necessarily have to be shooting in Deus Ex. But I like shooters like Half-Life. And I really appreciate when they have a little bit of puzzly elements in them. Like Half-Life. Half-Life is kind of like the perfect shooter for me. I like story-driven games. That story has to be interesting to me, though. It can't just be... Even if it's a good story, if it's not interesting, then it's hard. I mean, I guess that's kind of a given, but... And I like... good platformers. I have a hard time with mediocre platformers. And I really think that games that are weird and I'm thinking specifically from the early to mid 90, like very first 32-bit systems like the 3DO or the Saturn. I am just very intrigued by that stuff because I know a lot of it isn't good, but I want to experience it because it's 90s for one, but the other thing is that it kind of scratches the bad movie itch, you know? Except it's a video game. Oh, this music I don't know if I can play. Hang on. I mean, Zelda CDI. I mean, that, yeah. But see, that I've got to be in the right mood for that, right? Like, I can't just like say Zelda CDI because I need to be like in a good mood to play bad games. And that's been part of the problem. Because I'm not... So the Sunday nights have been... It's not that I'm always in a bad mood Sunday nights. It's just I'm usually tired. Or Saturday and Sunday nights, I'm usually just tired. And I'm just like, you know what? Let's just chill with some Tetris. And that's why I play Tetris a lot. So Let me just get up my streamable playlist here again. There we go. The CDI, I watch, so it's not every Monday, they're supposed to be every Monday, but they don't always stream every Monday, but the RetroPals stream Multimedia Mondays is what they call it, and they've been going through the CDI library, and I love looking at that stuff because it's so weird sometimes, and just 90s multimedia can be very fun. And I do have a computer that has Windows 3.11 on it, or maybe just 3.1. Doesn't matter. So we could do some multimedia streams. It's also like an era that I was in and that I used computers in like the mid 90s. So I when I was a kid, I remember like CD-ROMs, and our first CD-ROMs were, I had two discs. One was US Air Power and one was US Missiles. It was just a CD of missiles. It was weird. And I talked about this before on stream about the later on I also had this disc which was called The Planets, I believe. And the way I remember it is that there was a hidden video on the disc, and it freaked me out because it was like a video of an alien or whatever, and I was a kid and I was scared, and I never ever watched that video again after that one time. And so I was thinking, well, if I can find this disc, maybe we should check that disc out. I did find it on eBay, but I didn't buy it. So I don't know if it's still there. Time Commando? That sounds familiar. Wasn't that a movie? A 3D beat 'em up with time travel. Oh, hang on. Firefox crashed on this laptop again. Back on Windows 95. Huh. That one I don't know. I'm just trying to think what I was playing on Windows 95. Honestly, I think it was still DOS games. I think Duke Nukem 3D was still kind of what I was playing when we had Windows 95. I mean, that makes sense because Duke Nukem 3D came out after Windows, or well, around the same time as Windows 95. Quake came out after Windows 95. I don't really know of any specifically Windows 95 games that I would have played back then. Like specifically Windows 95. That wasn't just a DOS game running in DOS mode in Windows 95 or something that... Yeah, I never played... The first time I played Diablo 1 was back in last October when you showed up in my stream, Bionic, for the first time. I think for the first time. That's the first time I was playing through Diablo 1. See, that's the kind of stuff that my brain remembers for some reason. I remember when you showed up, or at least what game I was playing when you showed up in my chat. Give me 1 second here. Brains are goofy things. Yeah, because I feel like I'm really trying to remember what I was playing on Windows 95, and it's not anything. I can't really think of anything. I think I was playing. So let's just think about this. The computer that we would have had with Windows 95 on it would have been initially a 486 DX266, I think. But that would have been upgraded to a Pentium 166, I believe MMX. But I think it was still a lot of the old DOS games that I had, plus like Duke Nukem 3D. It was probably mostly Duke Nukem 3D at the time. And around that time, I started hanging out with one of my friends, and probably I would have gotten Descent off of him. That's also a DOS game, but it would have been around that time that I started playing Descent. Not that I played it that much, but I guess the first and second Need for Speed games would have been on Windows 95, even though the first game was also a DOS game, but the second game was a Windows game, and that would have been on Windows 95. Around that time, we would have also had... So my dad had the Pentium 166. And my parents are divorced, so when I would go to my dad's house, I would be able to play on his Pentium 166. My mom had a Pentium 100. With Windows 95 on it. And on that thing it was mainly the first Need for Speed, Duke Nukem 3D, and making my own Wolfenstein 3D levels. And also making my own Need for Speed tracks. And making my own Duke Nukem 3D levels. I did a whole bunch of that. And then eventually on that computer, on that Pentium 100, once I was in high school and we still had that computer, I would be playing Quake on it because it was fast enough to run Quake just fine. But that computer never had a 3D graphics card in it. Whoops. I'm gonna read all that just as soon as I'm done here. Or I could pause it, I guess. Test drive on 95, pretty sure it had full throttle too. Jane's Flight Combat Sim, or however it was put together. I still have the game port top flight joystick around someplace. And Outlaws. Outlaws, yeah. So I didn't have any of those games. Jane's Longbow 2 I had. A helicopter, Apache helicopter sim. I just remember playing that at my dad's house. And that might have been on the Pentium 1. You know what? I'm pretty sure it was. Pretty sure that was on the Pentium 166 that I was playing that on. Oops. Yeah, so then we had that Pentium 166, and then I think after that my dad got a AMD K62300.
Activate Pac-Man.
Oh, a music off option for the new Tetris. Do you have a full pic of your avatar outfit? Not right now, I don't. Oops. Yeah, I remember Outlaws. I never really played it. I think because the setting didn't ever interest me. Did I get to play Unreal Tournament? That was so my kind of friends that I hung out with in high school. We chose Quake 3 over Unreal Tournament, but some of them did play Unreal Tournament. I didn't get to play a whole lot of Unreal Tournament, but some of my other friends did. That's a little confusing, but yeah, so I played a little bit. Long story short, I played a little bit of Unreal Tournament. We were much more of Quake and Quake 3 fans, and that was entirely due to my high school computer teacher. Entirely due to him. Yeah, I mean, yeah, both. I mean, I really, yeah, I like Unreal Tournament as well. But if you would have asked me in high school, because you know, when you're in high school, you're just a kid and you think that everything that you love is the best and everything that isn't that thing is the worst, I would have said that Unreal Tournament was garbage. I don't think that's the case now, but. I think Unreal Tournament was popular here too. It's just not with my friends, in high school. Oh, come on. Not getting a lot to work with here. No, I didn't get that. Purple? Purple, please. This is ridiculous. There's a purple one. Just like... Wow. That was probably not worth it. I've played like... I tried Fortnite once years ago. And I'm pretty sure the game's changed since then, but I'm just like, nah. Also, thanks for the follow, Kite Star. I didn't even realize something's weird with my alerts tonight. I don't think that played, did it? Trying to ape Roblox. I have no idea what Roblox is. Like, I kind of know what it is. The only reason why I know what it is because at work I have to work on computers and it's got Roblox installed. And also, somebody used my email address for their Roblox account. So then, hey, I've got a Roblox account now. Yeah, I kind of understand it, but it was just like, it's just like so far out of the realm of whatever. Like, it does not interest me, you know, like in the slightest. Okay, there's a lot of stuff happening in chat. Let me just finish this and then I can read it. Okay. Windows Updates has decided to strike of a sudden need to get around regening those or host file blocking them until I decide it's time. The Phasmophobia knockoff in Fortnite. Oh, I also meant to ask this on Discord originally, but maybe here is good. What do you think about people getting art stuff of your characters? Like, is it a... Like, I don't mind gift art, but if it's like weird, well, like if it's like adult in nature, maybe run it by me first. Otherwise, it just kind of feels like they're just like using my character, which doesn't feel good. But like Will just gave me a like that one thing you got me a while back. Well, if it's like gift art, then that's fine. Like Will just got me that one piece of art, which was awesome. So, and that's all cool. It's just, it gets weird when people are like using my characters, and it's not really, that's not really ever happened, but that would be a weird thing, you know? If they're just using my characters in artwork and not for their own reasons, I guess. That makes sense. Well, I mean, yeah. It's also me. Like... Personas are also, like, very personal, right? So... Or they can be, at least. No, I've got a bunch of characters. You know, there's like a split. Oh, so I would say I've got one, but well, okay, so I've got one that represents me as a whole. You know, like I got like Jamie / Icefox is me. But I also have other characters that are kind of in the Corinth City universe, I guess. Why did I put them there? That was dumb. Oh, I guess... Oh, that does work. That works there. Alright. That worked out anyways. So... Yes, I have I have one character that really represents me, and then I have more characters that I just have, I guess. They do represent certain things, but not maybe necessarily part of me, and maybe some of them don't even represent anything. But, so for me, there's my character, which represents me, like just completely and totally, right? And that's Jamie / Icebox. And then there's Jamie in the Corinth City universe / lore, which is it's the same character, but a different universe, I guess you could say. I don't know. It's a little weird. And in Corinth City, there's various other characters that I have. So, like Frosthoof and CJ and Aiden. To name a few. Project PIG, I guess, and like the archive, and that's it, I think, at least for now. Hey, Night Vale. It's going okay. It's going okay. We are just kind of chilling, kind of vibing, I guess. Yeah, so, I mean, I've been trying to think of, like, maybe one of the things that'll happen in one of these days is that I will do a Corinth City lore stream. I don't know if I'll do that on Twitch or if that's just going to be in the Discord or what, but Corinth City lore stream is something that I've had on my mind. Something I've wanted to do for a while. I just don't know how to organize that. Like, I don't know. Like, organize the information is what I mean. Have a good night, Delta. Because I guess I'm thinking about that because there is lore to a certain extent in Corinth City about Corinth City, what Corinth City is, what's outside of Corinth City, you know, how the archive fits into everything, how you know, there's just ideas floating around in my head about all this stuff. I don't like this. Garbage. Okay, enough of this. Enough of this. Whoops. I did not mean to do that. Sure. Hey, welcome back. Whoops. Oh, what's one more line? Okay. There. I'll be right back. I'm going to take a little break, and I'm just going to grab a drink and stretch, and I'll be back in a few minutes. My be right back thing isn't working. Alright, I'm back. Actually, give me... Hang on. Okay, now I'm back. Ah, okay, that didn't work. This bottle of Gatorade is sticky. At least I think it's sticky. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. I'm gonna play more Tetris. I don't know if I can play Tetris for 4 hours tonight. All right, have a good night or morning or whatever there, Cammy. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I always worry that people won't enjoy it, but I'm glad you enjoyed it. And thank you again for all the gift subs. That was amazing. Yeah, sure. What? No, you don't. Oh my goodness, Cammy. Thank you. I don't even know. That's 31 gift subs. Thank you so much. Well, I guess I can't stop you, so it's just gonna happen. Alright, well, have a good night, and yeah, DM me on Discord whenever you can. There we go. Oh, I know that last name on the list. I don't know if any of the people who just got gift subs are actually here, but if you are, enjoy your emotes and ad-free viewing experience. I still gotta get more emotes. I want to get like actual Jamie emotes. And not just things ripped from my stickers. Hey, Vagrant. We've just been chilling with some Tetris tonight. And, yeah, that's about it. Kind of just talking about stuff. I'm getting sleepy, or maybe it's just the Tetris is making me sleepy. Maybe we gotta switch it up to something else. I just don't know what else. I'm not even really thinking about what I'm doing in this game right now. Man, if I would have planned those gray blocks better, I would have had so many things, but I got no things. This game is really not going my way. I'm just not. I think I'm. Woof. I'm getting tired. I've been playing for like 2.5 hours. Playing Tetris for 2.5 hours now. Just a little Tetrisy. It's still good, it's still good. Cause I'm not even thinking about making those blocks anymore. So that just... A single game has taken 10 minutes now. I'm not done. You ever make a thing, and then when that thing is done, you wonder how you made that thing in the first place? That's how I feel about this song. Firewall configs. Okay, well that's a little... I mean, yes, I guess so. I was thinking more like artistically. But I suppose that would work too. Yeah, no, I guess that applies, because it also applies to any of the coding that I've done. I was like, I don't know how I made that. I don't know how I made that. Ham sandwiches can be very artistic, so just saying. You know what? Let's do marathon. 1-bit dragon to fool about with. I don't even know what a 1-bit dragon is. It sounds like it makes noise. It's a music making program for dummies, more or less. Oh, okay. This is not working. This is gonna wreck everything here, but it's fine. It's fine. Yeah. Oh, they're just gonna give it to me. And then some. Oh, I could have done... Well, doing that, I guess. That was a mistake. This is going poorly. Get out of here. Nope. No good. No good, I say. Whoops. Hmm. Yeah, there it is. That got really chill. The music was really chill. Oh man, that almost put me out. I'm not really making any progress here. Honestly, I'm just tired. I'm just super tired. This playlist is just being super chill. It's not helping. Ugh. No, 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 no. Done. I am very tired, so I think I might call the stream there. I think allergy meds are starting to wear off a bit, and my brain doesn't brain anymore. So thanks for hanging out, everyone. So like I said, I don't know what my schedule is going to actually end up doing for me at this point. So I can't really promise any other streams in the middle of the week, but it might happen. I don't know if it'll happen this week or what's going to happen, because again, like I have no idea. I have no idea how I'm going to feel. So, however, because I don't need to be up so early in the morning anymore, I might stream tomorrow night. I might. I'm not, again, no promises. We'll see how I feel. But, yeah. Thanks for watching, and I hope everybody has a good night.